everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome to day 18 of Shabby Creep 2024. If you are new to this, you need to go check out all the videos and check the hashtag Shabby Creep 24. This is a fun collaboration. You can find all of the info down below in my description box. This is hosted by Release the Craftin'. So let's get started with day 18. All the pearls is my prompt today. So I've gathered some things here, and what I want to make today is basically like a sort of a notepad, a shabby chic, creepy kind of blended notepad. So first I have this. This is this is from like a giant cabinet card basically. So it's got this like wood texture on the back. This is turn of the century, like it's really cool. So I need to cut it down though. It is a heavier weight kind of cardboardy kind of, so I'm going to make it about that wide. Really making my paper cutter work today. So we'll get this. This is going to be the backboard, and I'm going to keep it long. Maybe not that long though. I'll take like a little off the edge. Also because this edge is a little bit wonky, so we'll get rid of the wonky. Okay. So this will be our backboard for this. Now what I want to do is so these are my pearls. I've got a whole selection of nice freshwater pearls here that I think work really well for the shabby creep kind of feeling. So what I'd like to do is first stack a bunch of papers on here to make a nice like notepad, and then I'm going to do a nice decoration at the top and an eyelet, and then I want to string these on so that there's a bit of a long string so they can actually hang out of a journal so that that bulk wouldn't be inside the journal. So I've grabbed just 3 papers here. This is just a hand-dyed paper, this is a marbled paper, and this is just a gray fly page from a book. And then I have this beautiful image that I think will be great for the cover of this book. Booklet, rather. So we'll start by maybe getting the trimmer here. And let's see the width of our book board, our backboard. So it's just a little bit more than 4 3/4. So I'm going to trim the edge off this. Oops, a little more. Don't want that. Woo, whoopsies, that messy edge. Okay, I'll trim that as well, I guess. All right, so then 4 1/2. We'll go 4 1/2 again. That'll give us 2 of those pages. Let's move these pearls out of the way and get the rest of this stuff here. And the same with these. So 4 1/2. Beautiful marble paper. This was made by thepapertrail.ca. Some of my favorite local paper makers. And this will be my front page. I'm going to tear that in half. So this will do 4 1/2. And then this one also I might use on that side. Trim that down a little. Perfect. Okay. So those are all 4 1/2. Now, get rid of these scraps. And we can layer these. This is the kind of thing that I like to put in the front of a journal. So we'll go with one of these. That. let's check the length on that. Now that's a little, these are a little long. So let's check the other end of the paper. So it's just about 8 1/8. So I'll trim these down to 8. So that they all fit nicely. These are already shorter, I know that. One more to go here. Okay. So now we'll grab this. And we can start doing our stacking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be good right there to go on here. Okay, yeah. Then I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to bring this down a little bit. So I leave like a 1/2 inch up top. And I'm going to stitch right across here so that these are stitched on. And then I'm probably going to come back and trim this again. But let me do my stitching first. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our rough stitching on here. Now I want to come in and do a couple things. First, I'd like to tear the edge of these, all of the pages a little bit, just to kind of make it a little more rough. And then also to get rid of the extra edges here. This one I need to trim a little more. There we go. I don't want these to be like hard edges. There we go. That's a little more fun. We'll get rid of those. Then I want to go in and add a bit of masking tape between the folds on these. One, I like how it looks, and two, it'll make the turning of the pages a little easier. So you can bend that back and you can know that it's not going to go anywhere. And then also it just puts a nice fold in every one of these as well. Just kind of reinforces that stitching a little bit. Because that was a little arduous stitching on the sewing machine. I think it was just the thickness that my sewing machine could handle. You don't have to put as many pages. I was probably getting a little greedy with the pages. But I want to include them. They're pretty. Okay. And then the back one. A little shorter there. It also just kind of gives continuity. And then at the back, I don't think we need it actually. Okay. So now we'll fold these back down and forward. Just take my bone folder to just reinforce that fold. Okay. So now I need an eyelet, which I have a bunch of eyelets over here. Let's see what color we'll use. Maybe black. So we'll punch the hole for the eyelet. The center. Okay, and that's in. Now I'm going to grab a couple pieces of waxed linen. And then we'll go into the eyelet. Just going to loop them together like that so it's like a slip knot. Poke them on through. Oops. Do that together again. There we go. Got to get both loops here. There we go. So then just slip knot that together, and then we'll give it a tie. There we go. So now we have our strands that we can put our pearls on. But first I think I'd like to add a little bit more to the front. Over the stitching, I want to do a bit of shabby chic-y kind of, you know, meets spooky, creepy. So I'm going to add some of my eco printed fabric because it's just got a nice grunge to it. So I will add that with Fabri-Tac. So I'm just going to use Fabri-Tac all the way across here. And then all the way across the stitching and the top of the backing. Just want that to cover the whole thing. We'll just let that dry a moment. And now I have to figure out if before I do that, I've got this fun book spine. I'm probably going to layer those on as well. And I'll do that with the Fabri-Tac also. Oh, Fabri-Tac, why? It takes so long to come out of the bottle. One. And I'll just glue the other one while I've got the Fabri-Tac here. Okay. Okay, now we have to figure out the lace. I have this beautiful black lace and I just want to add a little bit of it on here as well, just to kind of give that extra bit of Shabby Creep feel. But I don't want to put like a ton, just a bit, because this is a bulkier kind of lace. So I've got to decide how I want to cut this. There we go. I think here that bit right there will be nice, I think. And I'm wondering if I can't just tie the leaf. Yeah, I can. I'm going to tie this on by tying the leaf that's attached to it on the edge right into my strands here that I've added for the pearls. And that's how I'm going to attach that. So just two nice double knots. These will be good and strong because this is waxed linen. So then that will just kind of hang on the front there. Oopsies, we lost our little... Need to let that dry a little bit before I mess with it too much. Okay. But we can string beads while that's drying. So, okay, a little change up because I just simply cannot fit the linen inside of those pearls. They have far too little holes. So that's okay though. So what I've done is I've clipped the linen down to this. I may cut it off entirely, like just short, but for now I'm going to leave it there because I may like how that looks. I found a little needle and a nice strong Gutermann thread, so that's what I'm going to use. This needle will fit through my pearls, so I'm going to just stitch right on through my eyelet, and I've got 2 lengths of my thread here, so it's good and strong. It's not going to break. And then I haven't separated it yet. I just want to get a good amount of thread here. Okay, probably that much is good. Oh, it's very hard to break, so yeah, it's a good strong thread. We're not going to have a problem. I just now need to even it out into, so we have 4 strands total. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so yeah, I'll go about half and half-ish, and I'm going to start to thread 1 pearl on. Then I will make a knot so that it's tied on, and then another knot to just secure it in place. Good. And then we'll take a different colored pearl, this little white one, and again just a double knot. And then I think what I'll do is I'll come back here and I'm just going to tie a knot in the other side of this so that I don't accidentally pull it, because I'll be threading this into the needle afterward to thread the other side of this 2-stranded pearl. Oops. There we go. And any kind of a thin beading wire or a beading thread will work. You just got to make sure it can fit through your beads. Every now and then I run into this issue where like the beads are just they are cut with such tiny little holes. I wish that bead companies would not do that, but they definitely do. Okay. 3. Let's get one of these little guys. Oopsies, there it is. Okay. I think these pearls are so perfect for this project. The colors are great. Go with another of the white ones. I actually like freshwater pearls way more than like your standard hoity-toity kind of pearls. All right, that's that side done. Okay, so now that's been tied, and I'm going to clip that, and then I'll go over to the other strand here, and I just need to find the ends. Actually, that's a little short. I might be able to put a couple on there. Let me see. I could also just use another thread, which I plan to do anyhow, because I'm going to add a few more than what I've got there. Okay, thread this side. Put those down here. There's one. We'll leave a bit of space again so that we don't get too close, so that these can hang out of a book if I put it in a book. Oops. Yeah, this one's a little short. I'm losing my threading of my needle. I may thread this off camera because and just finish this little one, because I think it's going to be a little tedious. So I'll do that and I'll come back. Okay, so the pearls are all threaded now, and I really like them. I think they're really fun, and they just hang nicely there. So yeah, this would be cute in the front of a journal to just kind of sit, and there's enough space there. You see there's about an inch or a little more than an inch, maybe an inch and a half, so it could hang out of a book. So if you were putting it in, you know, the front of a book, let's pretend this is the cover, you could put it in a pocket or whatnot, and you'd have these hanging out, so they'd just be there. But then, you know, when you take the little notepad out, you've got this cute little all by itself notepad. And I think it's very sweet, and it's nice and functional. The pages are not hard to use or to open because of that backup tape there, and it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, that is my little project for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you will be inspired to play with some of your beads this way. So until next time that I talk to you, you need to head on over tomorrow to Black Whisper Crafts, where she will be covering lattice works. Thanks for hanging out with me, and bye for now.